Election meaning you're going. Meaning. Oh, meaning. I know. Oh, now this is a bay. Meaning. I know who we are. I know me papa. Obia, Yobia, Obia, Yobia. Meaning. Oh, meaning. Election meaning you're going. Meaning. Oh, meaning.
Until the day the younger generation in Africa will appreciate about and someone constructively, kafa the religious destruction about a certain people living in the African continent calling themselves so-called self-acclaimed prophets and pastors. That day, Nkoda will remember us, because it seems that intentionally the so-called Penninfo in Africa were dominated the system. I say they will never ever allow people to think. They will never ever allow human brains in Africa to work. Until they use a system to control the people by in the name of religion. But if you are here king, obuafu, or software, or prophet, or do for unim. When it comes to the competition, you can't stand. And untina, when it just says, "I do broni maso," we okay. But when these people, certain people like this, exist in the premises of Nkofoye ignorant, there's no way Nkofoye can compete with any other race. Ask yourself, why is it that every time the so-called prophet of this continent called Africa knows the next president? Why is it time superstitions in Africa can determine who will die in the next minute, in the next hour? But the same or the superstitious characters cannot determine a certain antidote to stop corruption in the government sector. The next superstition cannot even tell us, say, we are going to bring the antidote to stop the destruction, the corruption, and the stealings from the government sector. No, they can't do that. But they can only predict. They can only predict somebody's sickness. They can only predict who is going to be the next president. They can only predict who is going to win the AFCON, the football, the musicians, and those who have names. And sounded ridiculous and mystery to you as a Ghanaian or African, and you still hail. Now they can only tell you who is going to win the election. In fact, I always tell you, sir, in the presence of wisdom, in the presence of logic reasoning, ignorance cannot exist. Belief cannot exist where people are thinking. And baby and nipa jane, or baby and nipa nwi superstition wohono, nipa enwi. So this is why it tells us that the whole environment, say superstition, belief system are dominated. It tells you say the people are not thinking. In fact, they are thinking about what to believe in, not what to think of. The people are thinking of what to believe in. Sam, Samai, ghost, Obiba, Baye, Sumai. These are what the people want to think of it. So when they start to hear you talking about something, their belief system cannot and will never exist in a place where people are thinking, then they become angry, they become violent, and they are planning how to get rid of you. Listen to me. It's a terrible situation. It is a terrible situation if you're a young man, a young lady. Now the area set a different you are going to perish. It is for you today. Say you want to listen to what we are telling you. Now, just listen to this.
I know. Oh, now this is a big election. Meaning you're going. Meaning. Oh, meaning. I know. Oh, now this is a big meaning. I know who we are. I know me papa.
Because every prophet, every pastor want to concoct something. They want to manufacture something that is not there in order for them to control the weak ones. Every day, we know who is going to win the next election. In fact, they were not able to go through the spiritual world to bring something that can stop criminals, thieves in the public sector, those who are milking the country. They can never ever do that. but they can predict who is going to be the next leader. This is a sad situation for Africans. Now, let's watch this video from this man, and I will tell you something about this.
Rawlings is one person, one leader, in Ghanaian history. He had a chance to change the whole nation, to change the mindset of the people. Because when the whole show will be able, or say, so can be and there's evidence that Rawlings killed many people. Many people. Everybody was afraid of Rawlings. I'm one of them. Jelly Rawlings. He had a chance to change this nation. The greatest chance any leader should have to change the mindset of people is Jerry Rawlings, but he failed. What he should have done is that all religious practices in the nation should be abolished completely. All religious practices. It doesn't matter, say, a Muslim, Christianity, fetish, whatever, because religion. Some man for Montier, some so they quite you know more. And to me, Odasani with brain organ and yet critical thinking. And
now, when certain old man want to speak this way, so when you're critical, I want to say to the sense, say, when you check the results of the same some man way, also for your media carbon video, no, critically, they want you to believe, not to know. Because if you want to know, elections are won by the people who will count more votes. Listen to me. Elections, the winning, so when it gets to this situation, people can do all possible means for them to get the vote. Any God or any whatever. But the entire mind can say, so one stop religious deception. People will think, say, I'm going to vote, but me vote no cry no. And you mean I'm a two upon a year soon be the man so I'm responsible for voting. They can never make a good decision when it comes to selecting leaders. In any society, Sawunya more believers more than thinkers are. It will represent the continent like Ghana in Africa. That is all be a person with Johnny Free Cronum. And until now, to kwaya wouldn't answer. It won't say they set a standard for the people to live. So when you run away, now they will get in Kofu weak so that they can control them. Because we check results on the way the people are doing their religious nonsense in Africa. No, there's no way you can use that to go to any country. We need a leader. Obetimi stop religious impediments that impeding the progress of the people. The entire Utu African and now was a Nyamiya say you are living in a bondage. You are living in a bondage where you fear, you can't control, you can't question, you can't ask questions. Because you are being controlled by a certain ideology called religion, which is imported from these colonial gangsters. You think you want to be beyond because Sani Yadeteo. Yadeteo into Ugin say, a yes, sir, me team say, my brother say, Minini say, a strobet me at Tiaba Thomas, so Minini sa, I, or be bet me an antin was reality, no so no, ultimate money yet that, the tells us our game. Ultimate antin was ye down 100 years. One was safe for one were deep for California, or be an obetman antin so, but it's a utrim. A day, a very deception and propaganda. Eti nanka ye here a leader be obetimi a change system no separate religion from thinking. Now, ya damage ubre no. Wonu wasefo nya o ma damage mo. Onti ase enu ti na wo kuma odifo ko hwini.
winning kwachiri. If you say, well, ye be been a good point to be a. And I'm so a jehom some dear nintino. Home na many yansa, home na mana hodin, home na friends so. Well, ye be been a good be a dear Benajum say, yes, says my own amudio. Yakano, I can't home, you know, him. I will say ye assume you know, free as.
Now, in this contest, So what study anytime you only Africans be dealing on, most of them want to tell you say, oh, we are there, some wo we are there, and some wo any sunsuma between physical and spiritual. How did we arrive in this conclusion? In fact, the entire yet me arrive at this conclusion is say, anytime you're thinking capacity in your mind, are you so weak and expecting something to feed the brain, but and you're not a brain if you do on. And your belief, brain does not feed to power. No belief can power the functions of the brain. It is logic, reasoning, and critical analysis about what you want to do. And the feed you brain. But it's the power. It is the entire meaning. Yes, so far, you more than the SCI say. You're training. Our brains are limited. Your brain function is limited. Limited. And so, you're thinking a crabby pair near bread. It's your bread. Now we want to look for extra forces from somewhere. And no energy belief system ever. And then the bosom beboye. And then the insuo beboye. And then the summer beboye. The last resort, nyame wo ho beboye. In fact, nina no check results na enya no kre. Bibia woni bia ye onipa na dwene more than the old gain. Eti enyansafo awiase enyansafo no na say one mo di nipa so no. They think beyond the slaves. Tieniye pa. One more person who didn't pass to control reason. They think more than the slaves, so they always have good intentions. They have control intentions to control the slaves. And until slaves no, and ya jinem and kwana na jinem gidi say and person something so bebaboye and some afo bebaboye. Hey, and yamu hum bebaboye. Now one more bedi so no dear one jine a training nipa. Manipa adwene kese no de aba be disa enkoa no so, which is the slaves in go Africa no. Ai opa check in area de. Ori opa check se media make officer me boa. Eti in fact baby e tena se no. Eye oma haye enkofo abrofo na set boundary bia maye. E na ye so yenya nkofo egu Ghana. Omo ye difo akotwifo akronfo ana omo akose suit ana omo di control sa ankwase asem no. Until say the younger generation no free mental slavery no, we will continue to live their legacy. In fact, it is a stupid legacy for us to control. Continue. Eti uza ujevisa anu weni aje. I didn't try ujevisa anu weni aje. Catch me. Also ujevisa anu weni aje. Ai nyamia ya die me tu kwa America. Ai they were America, hono. They always, the system will force you to think. In fact, obian wati America, or person with Jimmy and Hobert on over Dalbon thing, that's a new baby and new party, no. Tienipa, eti, for now, Sekaye, me will lead the be, and a Kamemi Kotu Obama, lead the obet me my human development, and you'll be obviously the mammy coming here, no. And you'll be able to chisikama me here, Sadiano. You'll be obet me my. Our cleanser system, no. Now, what building Nipan? Because in order for you to build a stronger country, you must build the people. Because every country, because what is a country near powerful? It tells you say the people are powerful. Without the people, there would be no powerful country. A Nipan a chichiro mine. It is a winner Nipan is stronger. They can build a stronger nation compared to China and America or Europeans. No one call for not do. No one thinking beyond a before. Doing more than us. That's why they were able to control us. And now China for doing more than us. They will also control us. To see how to we, ye be a share be free China. Catch him some boy. A dientia. Also, of course, yet to mean design, yet to mean creative. I told you, I can't meant yes, my boom fu. So who future no? So who future no home? Over to the American say. Ye be young kwasa say ya. It was a bomb pie, yes, I sing a memo ye dear swimmer. Emma, just a woody watching at Yajuma. Twas a gun and you two quack brocha, Miko ye, I to go do a crown and sign in a class, none who's actually on. If you say I've done it, and you are doing it to process fast. O my ye, ye bre. Can you say in an essay, and you say yes, ye, as ye more than that. It was also for the Agitini Panisika to a cause or Jawa, and Yami Yentina Maneska Wabua, Opa Maninia Sikanigie. Me de Ghana so for say, oh dear 1 year per more when you be a sick and hear so much, mamma. Udia sorry ba wo say me asori ne nya hwe yate catch also for say 1 year mo bi anye ehia for sika ne hwe ade obeti de American ase also for bia ni hwa se wanyu ehia for sika obetimi survival oboa oji musika no eno de akoye investment oji musika no de ato cars eti musika no ehia for no amotaba no musika no de ato cars na ye adwuma ma no opa 1 year pe mo bi anye sika ne hwe ade. This is a logical reasoning.
True, your man, you want a year to on Saturday. Only the Yanino, you Jimmy Sam, sorry, some uses, but I'm compelled to do it. Only the Yanin Panifonia, Jimmy Sam, no, a Benjamin San, or man, because of Yet from San, number of fluency, no Mrs. Sa, saying to me, meaning quatchery because of your name, sir. Sir, ya could do a beer. Ya who know me, dear Yamin, and me and Yansa. And yet no crack. And Yamin and me and Yansa, Yamin are here so. A Yana any the brainwork. Send you see you so 1 man above Brano. And no amount but to me, of course, and I want to me, of course.
Auntie, interesting, sir. Obibini, that's all Guinness I dream besine. Now, can not 1 way here for no one, I yard for no as I know Babacon. But I don't blame them. Meaning, say a program, a deception. Ya say, oh my dream. It baby, I do know. We will continue to mount pressure. We will test them. We will touch them. Any corner with a professional means. And you will see. Say, be any woman. Until you have about, they will come out. So, Wakwawi. I was it about with him do baby. We.
Election meaning your meaning. Oh, meaning. I know, not this is a bay. Meaning.
Also, a strategic Lawrence Tetter a strategy of a sending diva system no because one who say nyane more a basa winning and this for Russian and people for Russian because the thinking capacity of the people no are shut down. Now they are believers, they are not thinkers. Even over to now elected president or a believer, it will do some cross in Yamia. It want to the day president say I am responsible. Minister say assemblyman Obia say me are responsible to one family prove with him because me and my baby 2 minutes abreno and number one say Ghana for Ghana ye nipa says until then forget it. Omo ye whom we are for they are not responsible. Because almost uncle for way more they will predict so that they control the people. Or make sure so many the obey election. Or want to mean say you were yet me and your bibi the abase. One more public sector chrono. Abaya Juma Musika, ya yet Utimi said, would you Wagana, some boa, would you Utimi Konia Mobiadua, while Yana Pasa, Metro Mas near Paki Casino, a ambulance. I mean, some performance to mean predicted, and no dear, or want to mean Chow Debbie, and we yam the on the control watching, the best sale, and more catcher. And until that day, that P letter P will be still continue to be a poison for the African. This is the reason. So you're from Odisha. We will continue another time. Thank you.